Okay, so this is the crazy ass map where you usually have crazy things happening in the bottom corner and in the top corner.
The room's creator is ADI_EICK. Just search ADI.
Mm-hmm. ADI.
Yep.
Okay, they're already here and ready.
Yeah, I think this map particularly is going to be
hectic as hell.
Yeah, especially with these two teams. So as I said, these two teams are. Let me just have a look actually. So the competitive history. HSR. Oh, they're not on the list. Okay. HSR.
If I'm not mistaken. Oh, it's not yet. It's not yet.
Yeah, these teams didn't respond. But so if they're in category D, it means that they probably haven't done
a lot of experience or success.
They probably haven't done King of the Sea before, or maybe they went out in the last round and immediately in the last one, and they only probably got to Gale in the last season of Clan Battles, or season 10 of Clan Battles. So yeah, these are probably relatively inexperienced teams.
Which means you can expect just about anything and everything. Which can make for some pretty funny things. Because usually, if you watch experienced teams, you will see that they're moving in the bottom left corner and the top right, with very few ships being in the middle. And the fights last a long while before finally some ships go down, and then you need to see some pushes, and the caps get traded, and then we've literally seen the games end up in the last second. But when it comes to lower, inexperienced teams, usually the caps just happen. The push happens right straight through the bloody cap. They just charge with like 7 ships, and then you're looking at a total disarray.
Yeah, but people make strange turns, and aiming's maybe not quite so good. And focus fire as well. Like so you'll see the experienced teams, everyone's like pre-turned their guns if they're expecting one of their teammates to radar, and you maybe don't see quite so much of that at this level. So, but we'll see. We'll see
what we can expect. For HSR, we have Kurfürst and Ayama as Salem. We have seen actually Salem usage in the bottom left corner of this map. Double Moskwa, double Stalin, Somers, and Harugumo. And we have, for EK, we have Yamato and a Kremlin with a Minotaur, triple Hindenburg, 1 Petropavlovsk, and 2 destroyers, Gearing, and a Yu Yang. So they have opted in for a short radar, Mino potentially very long radar, and I'm guessing Yu Yang with a radar, against the Salem, double Moskwa, double Stalin. That's 5 long, hurtful radars. Okay, we'll see. HSR has already 76,000 HP advantage.
HSR has a player who hasn't loaded in. We might see a restart. Captain Shep. No, Captain Shep is not moving.
Oh, that's true.
Yep, guns 4 and aft, not loaded.
That's true.
Yeah, they're all stopping. Well,
that will be a first.
Yeah, it's been pretty good today. Sometimes we see quite a lot of restarts. So.
Oh, he's here.
Oh, there you go. Maybe they'll decide to carry on. They have 2 minutes to call
decide,
it.
Yeah.
So they've got another 30 seconds if they want to call a restart. Assuming that they know the rule.
Point. So they're taking Harugumo, Moskwa, 2 Stalins, and a Yama to the left. Salem, Moskwa, and Kurfürst to the right, and Somers alone in the middle.
This is why I love this level. Like, this is why I love the less experienced teams. Have you seen what the Reds are doing?
Oh, dear. Yeah, that's what I told you. They take like 7 ships and they push directly through the cap.
I love it.
And I didn't say which cap, but That's the cap that I was thinking of. Yeah. I've seen it before. Like,
I mean, it can work. If you're
didn't work last time.
Well, let me qualify. So, if you're doing this against an experienced team, they are just going to pick one ship at a time, and they're going to focus you from across the map, and you are going to get cross-shot to hell. If you're against a team that doesn't focus fire, your blob is going to encounter one ship at a time. So it can work, but it does rely on the other team being a bit ineffective.
Yeah, I'm just paying attention to how much the HSR can actually see of this. Right now, they can see Hindenburg, Kremlin, Yama, Yuyang, and Petropavlovsk. Second Hindenburg shows up as well. Third Hindenburg shows up. So Hindenburgs are not giving away too much in the moment because they're kind of hanging in the middle. One is already committed. Yu Yang is getting absolutely pooped on. This is not a good feeling. He just lost all HP, and he doesn't even have survivability expert.
This is the other thing with pushing in a blob like this, is that you have to make sure that you don't have ships like Petro and Yu Yang who are going to be at the front, essentially. And you need to make everyone push together. Because otherwise, you're not really achieving anything. Because you've got some ships who are at the back who are pretty much useless, and they get flanked. And then the ones at the front who are also effectively flanked because they're pushing into a crossfire. So it's really important if you're going to do this, that you push together.
Yeah, one of their DDs is already on a one-shot. He has to be very, very careful how he does anything and how he approaches this. Petropavlovsk is now getting focused, although a lot of shells are really, really missing.
I love the fact that Tommy in the Harugumo is full range, shooting at 18 kilometers.
Seriously?
Yeah, he's in that smoke screen at the back shooting Grey Wolf. I'm not sure what the range is exactly, but
16.
It's, yeah, max range. I mean, he's being very effective.
Very effective.
Against the Yu Yang, he was earlier. It was him that did most of the damage.
Like I said, we'll see a bunch of stuff in these...
Stuff and things. And they still haven't pushed into A.
I have no idea what this blob is doing. Like, Blobbing. They didn't even push. This is not even an attempt of a push. They just decided, you know what? We like the bottom left corner of the map.
Let's just
we don't really like that north. That's wasting too much fuel. We will try to contest B. Minotaur and Agiring, they will win against the Kurfürst on the left. Everybody else, just bunker up and shoot.
So I think HSR doing the right thing here. They're not.
7 vol is in the air from that Harugumo in one go. Dude, 7 vol is in the air.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Why is this working?
Do you remember?
Why is this?
I was talking on my stream a couple of weeks ago about. Do you remember when Harugumo and Kitakaze were first introduced, just before the carrier rework? Yeah. And everyone was like, "Oh my god, I can't believe this is a thing. These need to be taken out." And then as soon as the carriers hit, everyone just immediately forgot about Worcester and Harugumo and Kitakaze.
Oh, but yeah, it's not that you forget. It's just that certain things are not okay.
Yeah.
You know, they're broken, they're overpowered, but then Wargaming keeps introducing more and more stuff that's even more broken and overpowered. And then people are always focusing their rage on the most broken and overpowered thing. Because if Wargaming is not willing to change the most, then why would you even focus on anything else? So,
the thing I find funny with this is the physics of the shells, because the shells sort of go up, they gain an altitude.
Yeah, and
they go horizontally across the map, and then they drop. And
they suddenly fall.
Yeah, it just looks a bit silly.
Right. So, do you have any clue what you want to commentate here?
No.
I'm trying to focus on one part of the map to Oh, Salem took some damage. He just lost like 20-30k there.
Oh, there's a Minotaur. Okay, so Minotaur currently raining on the Summers. Blob finally leaving the island? Maybe? The thing that I find interesting is, as you look at the less experienced teams, it's pretty obvious that the coordination's not quite there, so maybe the players are being a little bit more individual. Maybe it looks a little bit more like random battles, where the players are making a lot more of their own decisions. Because calling is really hard. I've tried doing a bit of calling in clan battles, and it's hard. It's really tough because you've got to play yourself, and also you've got to tell other people what to do. And especially if you're dealing with less experienced players, you need to really keep an eye on. Make sure you've got your turrets turned this way. Make sure you're going forwards. Make sure you're going backwards. Watch those torpedoes, and all this kind of stuff. So it's a tricky thing to do.
About to go down.
Yep.
Salem took a big chunk again, and that's about it. They are exactly tied in HP. They were literally 250, 250k after 8.5 minutes of shooting each other like Wild West.
It's been a pretty even gunfight, but the problem is that because EK just went, we're going to A, they haven't had the caps.
Okay, Salem went down. We have torpedoes coming in for Summers and Yama.
Can we talk about the one-line curve first?
Sure, go ahead. What do you want to talk about?
Why it's in C1? I think that's an interesting tactical decision.
Didn't you know it's a great sniping ship?
Well, so you say that, but
I'm surprised I don't see a Kremlin there next to him.
You don't play it very much, do you? It's not one of your ships. The Curfürst.
Oh, Curfürst? No.
It's since they changed the gun dispersion on the German battleships, it is significantly better at range than it used to be, but it's still not.
But it's still bad. It's still bad. I play it occasionally. It's still it's not the ship you want to spend the most of the game at the high long range. You want to get medium to close at least for the half of the game as soon as possible.
Yeah, you're playing to all the ship's weaknesses in this position. Okay, Hindenburg, a president, has been cut off a little bit here. Hindenburg might actually try to torque brush the Stalingrad.
I'm just looking at the game. I just don't know what should I focus on.
I don't know what to look at either.
Trying to bring some excitement into this, but I don't know what the hell's going on myself. So
as long as the teams know what's going on,
they're literally all just spotted and shooting each other across the map.
This is what I mean. It looks more like a random battle than the other matches.
It's literally trying to commentate a random battle.
Because there's not as much focus fire, so you've got individual ships having individual little fights.
9,000 HP, 7,000 HP difference, 9,000, 8,000. This just shows you how random this is. They're literally just shooting each other. That's it. That's all that's happening in this game. Hindi goes down. Somebody's about to win. Kremlin's gonna take a torp, I think. Moscow dies. No, Kremlin dodges. The push has begun.
Yeah, they've finally, after...
Begun, yes.
After 10.5 minutes, they've found a bottle of brandy in the back. They've taken a little swig.
Bottle of courage.
Yeah, a little Dutch courage in there. They're off.
They're far behind on points.
They are. But if they can push into B, they're going to come across one ship at a time. So, I mean, it's possible, but I think this Kremlin's probably going to take a torp or two here. Minotaur should spot those, or Gearing should spot those. Yeah, you can see Kremlin turning them.
Can he actually slow down? Yes, he can. Should be able to. Stalingrad is now trying to get broadsiding shots on the Kremlin. That could be the end of that guy. These torpedoes are just... I was about to say not connecting to battleships, but it finally happened.
That was Yamato's belt there, so that's not too bad.
Can Kremlin make it behind this island on time to stop losing HP?
1 minute 40.
10k. Nothing in return. So they're approaching B. Easy does it. Enemy team is only at 900 points. No problem. Oh my god, he scores a torpedo. Dude, if they end up winning this, it's 4v4.
I mean, it is actually possible.
15,000 HP difference.
They need to get on with it because the points are ticking.
Uh-oh. You know how much Haruguma takes damage from battleships. Mino. Kremlin is super low, though. Super low. Mino is blind firing, apparently. Yama took a bit. Kremlin's gonna die. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna be able to pull this off. What can they see? Red team can only see Stalingrad. And green team can see everything. Okay.
Yeah, there goes blue steel.
There goes the Kremlin. $962 points. They're trying to kill the Stalin. Okay. Oh, Mino takes the torpedo and ends the thing. Wait, who won?
HSR.
Was it? Greens. HSR?
Yeah.
Okay. Right, HSR won. That was a very...
That was bizarre. I mean, we knew that was going to be pretty chaotic. And, we're giving these teams a hard time. But
I'm not giving them a hard time.
No, well, we are.
But, I don't know what to say.
But this is... It's to come into a competition like King of the Sea when you're an inexperienced team is super, super difficult. So props to both of these teams